welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Nice.
Holly, thank you. Longhorns kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they
makes the grab in their space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I know he's got the height and the weight at the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Might be calling a hot route.
Doc! Rush! Hammer! Slod! Wilson! Iron! Rush! Escape!
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Under fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. There's a crease. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was...
Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Makes a catch.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Manning. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? Manning from the gun on third down. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And sometimes quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
The Longhorns will try to move the chains on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. Stepping to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Go, go. Circuit. Spears.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Now, check. Now. Wilson. Hey, Wilson.
Here's more to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. On the ground, it Smothers. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab right down the middle. He's loose down the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and a chance on this drive to even the score. Creates a little space. There he goes! Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right, they get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Might be changing the route. Moore. Got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, Manning. Here's the pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Rolls it in down the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Sometimes as quarterbacks, you have to play above the X's and O's. That play is designed to be thrown from the pocket, but because of the pass rush, it wasn't going to happen. So he had to use his athleticism, get outside the pocket, and then make something happen on the fly. Nice job.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time. The defense was able to get a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Arch is going to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds his big tight end. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. To the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Dante Moore. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Rush is on him. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Beavers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Sun Belt.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Texas! That one will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll try the left side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And the Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Moore. Fires quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll move the wide wide receiver. Arch Madness. Oh, they're after him. Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Going with the counter play here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
First down, right back to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Fakes to grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if...
Finding some room, and he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might as well stick with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Manning escapes the pressure going right. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield, that's one the defense just has to come up with. An opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. Not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The run inside. It's Brown. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And after that missed field goal, can these guys take advantage and go down and break this tie? And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throwing more. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore from the gun on third down. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Running behind that left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dante Moore finds a spot in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
In the gun on third down, Moore. He's got an open man. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.